Me and my wife, or ex-wife now, our divorce came final this January.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 3-year-old daughter who'll be 4 in July. During the process of the divorce, my attorney nor hers brought up the necessity of what I've heard called a morals clause. And to be honest with you, it never occurred to me that it would be something we need to talk about. But as of lately, a couple of things have happened that caused me concern. And my question is, since the divorce is final, is that something that I could revisit to try to add to our divorce agreement, I guess to prevent overnight guests of the opposite sex in the presence of the minor child?
David, it is called a morals clause, and it prohibits overnight guests of the opposite sex who are unrelated by blood or marriage. And the problem with that is that years ago, the judge could order a morals clause to be added into the order of the court. Now the parties must agree to that morals clause being added in, and the court would then enforce that morals clause by enforcing the settlement agreement, which is a contract between the parties. The court cannot order that on their own. That was struck down several years ago as infringing on personal liberties. And so you cannot, as we all know, a lot of times people do live with their boyfriend or their fiance, girlfriend, things of that nature before they get married, and it was sort of forcing people into having to get married. So that is not something that you could go back to court and say, Judge, this is what I want, but she does not agree to it. Can you order it? Because they cannot if she does not agree to it. However, if you have concerns that there are things going on around your child, that may necessitate a modification. A modification would be a substantial change in the circumstances from the time that initial order was entered until the time you file that modification. So if there is something going on around your child and you're concerned about her safety or what she's being exposed to, then you may want to look into filing a modification and changing the terms of the custody related to your child.